Now, my predictions for the NFL awards at the end of the year. Here we go with my predictions. Here we go. We have Offensive Rookie of the Year, Darren McFadden, no question about it. He will take over as the #1 back for Oakland. It'll be sooner than later, that's for sure. And McFadden, as I said, he has just as much talent as Adrian Peterson, and he's going to make a huge impact. He will be the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Jonathan Stewart will finish close second to Darren McFadden, and then Matt Forte, as I mentioned before, with the 300 carries, having around 1,100, 1,200 yards, you have to be in the top 3 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Then you have Defensive Rookie of the Year, Keith Rivers, who I was talking about. He's going to have a lot of opportunities to make plays with a very bad defensive line in front of him. And then you have also, too, Curtis Lofton for Atlanta being the runner-up. Middle of the defensive line isn't that good, so that's going to give Curtis Lofton opportunities to get tackles. So those two will really benefit from weak defensive tackles in front of them. And then Cedric Ellis, he's a defensive tackle that's not weak. He definitely will be able to plug that middle for New Orleans. Moving on to Offensive Player of the Year, Drew Brees. As I talked about earlier, New Orleans will be the #1 seed in the NFC. Drew Brees will have a major season when you have the addition of Jeremy Shockey. Marcus Colston is getting better. Dependable David Patton. And then you have Devery Henderson, Robert Meacham, Terrence Copper. They're inconsistent, but at the same time, not bad to have those guys at 3, 4, 5 for the wide receiver depth chart. I really see Brees having over 4,300 yards and around 35 touchdown passes. I mean, the sky is the limit for him in this offense and in Sean Payton's system. Tom Brady, he's not going to have the prolific season as last year. His season was incredible last year. 50 touchdown passes, an NFL record for most touchdown passes in the season. I think they're going to depend on running the football a little bit more. They have a lot of good running backs now, so they're going to run the football a little bit more, so his passing numbers are going to go down. But still, still he'll be the runner-up for the Offensive Player of the Year. And Steven Jackson finishing third. As I mentioned before, he will come back and have a great season for the St. Louis Rams. He will have over 2,300 yards from scrimmage, actually. That's a total of rushing yards and receiving yards. And he definitely he's such a talented back, and he will definitely be healthy and be able to show that, and that's deserving of being top 3 for Offensive Player of the Year. Now, Defensive Player of the Year, Albert Haynesworth, the best defensive tackle in football, and him and Kevin Williams are very close, definitely, and Albert Haynesworth he will elevate to the next level with that talented defense around him, and he will be the Defensive Player of the Year, helping Tennessee to be able to challenge Indianapolis in the AFC South as well as make the playoffs as a 5th seed. And Aaron Kampman, one of the top pass rushers in the game. Green Bay's defense is really going to step up. They were already good last season. They are going to be great this year, and Aaron Kampman will be one of the major factors. DeMarcus Ware and Mario Williams, 2 of the best pass rushers in the game, along with Kampman. Ware and Williams will be tied at 3. I think he will lead the NFL in sacks. But still, he's defending the run, he still has to be a little bit better on. And DeMarcus Ware, he's a perennial top contender for Defensive Player of the Year. So, so much to talk about, as I said, literally and figuratively. And now here is Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year, Jeff Fisher, Tennessee Titans. Like I said, they will challenge the Indianapolis Colts for AFC South supremacy. And Jeff Fisher is pound for pound, one of the best coaches in the NFL. And he will do a tremendous job elevating their defense as well as having Vince Young play better. And I think, like I said, the plan of having Lendell White, of really emphasizing Lendell White and Chris Johnson, will be tremendous. Andy Reid, leading Philadelphia back to the top of the NFC East, will help him be a close runner-up to Jeff Fisher. But remember, the NFC is not as strong as the AFC, so I think Fisher will get the edge there because you don't have teams in the NFC like New England, San Diego, Indianapolis. You don't have that trifecta. Mike Holmgren, as I mentioned earlier, will really show his coaching genius. He is definitely a great coach, and he will show it by emphasizing the defense and also, too, by being able to still have the offense produce without having major playmakers. And most valuable player, Drew Brees, as I said before, the New Orleans Saints will be the #1 seed in the NFC, and Drew Brees will have a career year, and that will give him the MVP award over Tom Brady in a close margin. And Brady, like I said before, with Brady, I think his numbers will go down because the running game is going to be emphasized a little bit more. He still will have a good year, but Drew Brees will be more important to his team. Well, I shouldn't say that. Tom Brady's still very important to his team.